I found the artifact.
Excellent. I trust Major Bessica was a good help. I've traced another artifact to Nar Shaddaa, but I'm still trying to locate the other two. I'll see what I can learn while you're on Nar Shaddaa. Now hurry. There can be no gain without haste. Ah, apprentice. You've reached Nar Shaddaa safely. Good. Don't let the glittering towers fool you. Misery and desperation rule the slums below. And desperation can drive people to many things. Remember that in your attempts to recover the artifact here.
You believe I can use these people's hopelessness against them?
Their need for answers should serve you well. The artifact, a pendant called the Eye of Tulak, belongs to the Sith Lord Palladius. He's lived here many years, converting Nar Shaddaa's poor and suffering into zealous followers. His own cult.
He sounds like a very cunning man. I admire that.
Cunning, devious, persuasive, yes. And atrociously stubborn. Palladius leads his cult from seclusion, but you can draw him out. I've contacted 2 of his former cult members. They're in hiding now, fearing retribution, but hungry for revenge. They should prove useful.
I'm certain they will.
I have encouraged their cooperation with the assurance that once Palladius is gone, the cult is theirs to lead. Circumstances change, of course. Do whatever you feel is necessary with Palladius and his cult. The artifact is all that matters.
Oh, Destress, dear brutish Destress. And Riley, so beautiful and intelligent. You were like children to me, which is why it pains me to do this.
You can cut the act, Palladius. You never cared about any of your children.
We don't need a tyrant for a father.
Ah, well said. Marvelous last words. Truly, I expected nothing less, which is what makes this so hard. Now, if you'll excuse me, my other children would like to play with you.
What have we here? The cavalry, looks like. Appreciate the help, but I had it under control.
Tagasar Jais en Barks Prize Warperen Swase Ikbus Karadida.
Easy, Destress. This isn't some holo you're talking to. My lord.
You would be wise to follow her lead.
Course, my lord. Sorry. There was a lady Sith a while back, Darth Sash. Said she'd send someone to help us out. You it?
Palladius has something I need. And if helping you will get it for me, then yes.
Good, because it makes me sick to think Palladius is out there while I'm cooped up in this rat hole.
Palladius built his empire on the backs of the poor. Said he'd save them from their miserable lives.
Said we'd make a mighty sword and strike against our enemies? It was all lies. It was all lies, but you win the support of the poor, you knock Palladius's legs out from under him.
The masses will worship me by dawn.
Get him the way Palladius did. Find the biggest, most vicious gang on the block and crush them. Right now, the gang's the Kraits, named after the Krait dragon on Tatooine. Their leader, Sabin, thinks he's descended from one. Take out Sabin, and the masses will see you as a regular hero.
He'll need to be a dragon if he hopes to stand against me.
With all respect, taking out the Kraits wins you followers only until the next gang rises up. But there may be another way. A plague called the Rot afflicts the poorest of Nar Shaddaa's poor. But it can be cured, and the person who does so will be regarded not just as a hero, but as a prophet.
I think I'll stick with what I know best. Murder and mayhem.
The direct approach. I like it. The Krait's lair is in the Corellian sector. Crush their leader, and the masses will take notice.
My lord, I wanted to apologize for Destris earlier. He was out of line.
At least one of you knows her place.
I have a great deal of respect for you. I just wanted you to know that. You radiate a power that Palladius, for all his ranting and demanding, never did.
If you have something to say, then say it.
Yes, my lord, I'm sorry. Anyway, if we want to make a stab at taking over Palladius' cult, we need a real headquarters. Somewhere you can speak, hold meetings. I hope you don't mind, but I took the liberty of finding a place.
This wouldn't be a ploy to outplay Destris for my favor.
I'm sorry. I thought the Sith smiled on ambition, but in any case, I was only trying to help. The place is called the Strel House, for a charity worker named Dakin Strel. The people look to him as a leader. He's been dead nearly a decade, but his name still means something. And I thought it couldn't hurt to have his name associated with yours.
It's hardly a seat of power.
Power is hard to come by in the lower levels of Nar Shaddaa.
That's not yours to know. I'll send your body back to your master in pieces.
Yobana pihota mindia.
That was Garnock. You defeated Palladius' right-hand man. You should hear it. They're calling you the Great Dragon after how you did in Sabin. Look what I found outside.
My lord, for getting Sabin off our backs and the crates off our streets, we humbly present you with this gift.
I love getting gifts.
We are honored to serve you, my lord.
Isn't this great? Kill one gang leader and already you got Palladius scared and people lining up with presents.
No time for celebrating, Destris. Palladius isn't resting. He's called a big meeting at Meridian Hall. If we don't act, he'll rally his cult and stop our whole operation dead.
If Palladius dares to show his face, I'll make quick work of him.
He won't. Palladius only ever broadcasts to his cult by hollow.
This is our chance. You just go in, make a big show, and boom.
It's gonna take more than a show, Destris. We need to show that you have more power in your little finger than Palladius has in his... Wait, I've got it! It's a crazy idea, but what if you showed that you could move the city itself? Make a groundquake?
I walk into Palladius's speech and make the very ground shake. I like it.
What have you been putting in your soup, Riley? Nobody can just make this moon shake.
Stick with me here. You know the gas pipes that run under Meridian Hall? Well, what if we blow up those pipes?
Whoa, you got brains, girl. I know just the guy to set it up. Gord Maydell in the Nar Shaddaa Works Administration. Takes bribes on the side. He'll rig you something up, no problem.
Where do I find this scumbag?
Gord works at the NSWA office in the Duros sector. Not far from Meridian Hall, where Palladius is holding his big broadcast. You just tell him old Destris sent you.
Yukaki mem panino, am kabina pek memno kimgam. Kampul jakinanu, ki nama am kabina wam karak.
Kikuna mo, uban chone alipa, istin koto.
Raka kemyu am kam nemnu, namgan bak umnok kijak. Laporam amga, mamni nikal. Nagnaya mamni kamgam.
Obey or perish.
Umnuk inu memnu, amka kam mem perolak palak. Memua pemguana, Kumia yang mem gamba paka. Bomogala apayang. Nelama ini amka.
It's so much more fun for me when you refuse.
Manalang yang perlu amka kalami nayakira lebua. Memyuka hal krama niknoga nalalu memnulak.
Do you still hope to win?
Mami lebik bak manuk. Maraka naja ki nam yapamyak. Memua pemguana. Kumia yang mem gamba paka.
You better follow through on this.
Umnuk inu memnu. Amka kam mem perolak palak. Kam perem ganam. Bagiyang. Manik hikapukam.
There is only one law for the weak as well as the strong, and that is power. For too long, the weak of Nar Shaddaa have grown soft in the luxury of their towers, while the strong have wallowed in chains. But I tell you, united, there is no law that can stop you. Take back what is yours!
What have you done for me lately?
There are those who would tell you lies, who spread rumors and false promises. Already some among you are lost, having chosen the path of weakness. But you must shun this false messenger. The weak fear your growing strength, and have sent her to break it.
He's the one who oppresses you, taking your money and giving nothing in return.
Ah, the deceiver shows her face. Behold, my children. Look how pathetic, how easily crushed by your collective might.
The very ground you stand on responds to my will. Can Palladius do this?
What kind of power is this? The world!
Don't be fooled! It's a trick! Attack the deceiver! Attack!
My lord, what happened? How did you...
We never met anybody who could do what you did. Not Lord Palladius, not anybody.
Worship me, or the next display of power will be your last.
Of course, my lord. We are most unworthy. But before you send us away, share your wisdom and strength with us, so we can serve you.
I want to wear robes of solid gold.
You're just as crazy as Palladius!
Shut your mouth before the Sith fries us!
You heard the Sith. Pass the hat around and don't be stingy.
Huh. It's not really enough for a solid gold anything. But it's all we've got, at least until we find more followers.
If I find out that even one of you kept a single credit for himself, you will all suffer.
Yes, my lord. I'm sure no one would be so greedy as that. We'll go find more converts, rich ones. You'll get your robes, my lord. Promise.